Hey man, what it is? This is Deem, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go to PayPal at Deem by any means. There go to Cash App, $ Deem by any means. Man, y'all know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $2, $200, $2,000. Everything is much, much, much appreciated. All the support. I'm a little sad, man, because I know we do a lot of trash talking in this boxing thing and the whole nine. Sometimes Keith Thurman be getting on my nerves, man. But I just got the news that he's not going to be able to fight timtszyu on March 30th due to a bicep injury, and Sebastian Fedor is going to be the replacement, which I also still think is a great, amazing fight between him and timtszyu. But it's just unfortunate for Keith, man, because he's 35 years old. He's already been inactive for like 2 years, a year and some change, 2 years. Um, and the crazy thing is, his last fight he won. His last fight he won, but he been out for like 2 years, man. And now that bicep injury, that's going to take anywhere between 6, 7 months. And then you got to sit up there, and then you're a boxer, so you're throwing punches. So now, put it like this: Keith might not get a fight for another year and a half. You understand? Due to recovery, due to physical therapy, due to a lot of different factors, age, his healing process, and not saying that 35 you heal slow, but he's already had dealt with injuries prior to this. So I'm just talking about your body heals slower the more tasks that you put on it, and it's just unfortunate, man. I was really, really looking forward to this fight. We was ready to start the year off with PBC in an amazing way, which I was happy to see because Top Rank in the zone already been going. But we knew that PBC had a new deal and you got to work out all those kinks with Amazon and the whole nine. But I'm just sad, man, because I love the sport of boxing so much, man. I partake, I train, you know what I'm saying? Keep my hands up, you know what I'm saying? And being from where I'm from, you never know. So you feel me? You gotta and like I said, I didn't have no brothers growing up, y'all. So I ain't had nobody to run home to. And I grew up in two of the craziest cities in America. Actually, Chester was ranked um number one most dangerous neighborhood in the country. You dig what I'm saying? Philly, y'all already know what's up with that. So it's unfortunate, man, that Keith is going through this, man. And I just hope that Keith get back in the ring, man, and just get his last couple paydays before he going on his way out the door. Because Keith got family. He hold it down for Florida, and he's talented, man. You don't care how you feel about Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman ain't no easy feat for anybody. Keith Thurman ain't no easy feat for anybody. He was one time for a reason. He could box, man. This guy is official. And it just hurt. It just saddens my heart that it's going like this. Because now this would be basically 3 years without you fighting. And just that inactivity slow you down. See, a lot of older guys, and what I mean older for their respective sport. Keith Thurman is not old by anything, not anywhere imagined. Um, he's not old by anywhere in the imagination. Keith Thurman is just a 35-year-old man. He's actually probably in a lot better shape than people that is his age. But that's not what I mean. Is for a sport like boxing, a sport like football. He's getting older, and when you are inactive and you're older, it'll diminish your skills because that's how guys like Arthur Beterbiev can still be so sharp and still be so good. Um, Idris Landy Lara, how he can still be so good at 41 years old, 40 years old. He was on the last fight night. Y'all remember? That's when he got introduced to the world. He was on the last fight night. How long ago was that? But it's because they've been active this whole time. But Turbiev haven't had too many bad injuries, so he could keep going. He's 3 years older than Keith, 3.5, I think. To be honest, I think Beterbiev about to turn 39. But you see, he don't look like he lost too much of a step because he stayed active. And when you don't stay active, and whether you were injured or not, it hurts either way. But if you're injured, definitely, man. And I just feel bad for Keith and his family. PBC, I know he hurt. I know PBC gonna give him a little bit of bread or something. You know what I'm saying? Just to get him by and things like that. But it's just unfortunate, man, because I know that man, he's a father now. He got children he want to take care of. And I know they younger children, so they didn't get to see their father's like the base of his career. I just hope that Keith did the right thing as far as when it comes to his money, when it comes to his investments and his family life, man, because I was really looking forward to this fight. I felt like a lot of people felt as though that Keith was going to win. I didn't think Keith would win this fight, but a lot of people felt as though if he boxed and he do what he do, it's going to be hard for timtszyu to beat him. Now, I think that timtszyu going to beat for Sebastian Fundora also, but I think that's going to be a real tough fight because Sebastian Fundora, he's a come forward fighter who puts a lot of pressure on you, similar to timtszyu. You know, he's not that old. I forget how old Sebastian is, but and he coming to fight. He looking for an opportunity. He looking to get his name out there, which his name is out there. We all know who he is. But if he gets this one, it stamps Sebastian, like stamping. And he understands that. That's probably why he been waiting in the wings, hoping he got that call. You know, you got to be prepared for those guys, hoping he got the call. I knew it would be between either him or Erickson Lubin, but shout out to Fanon International Boxing. He was talking about that, but he said last time he seen Erickson Lubin, he was looking a little heavy. I don't know if he's going to be able to get, even if you can fight and they don't even care about the weight because it's not a championship fight, it's still like you don't want to get in there with a timtszyu and not be tip top because he's going to destroy you if that's the case. If you anywhere in a fight with timtszyu, if you start getting tired, it's over. Like he's going to break you down. Like he is similar to David Benavidez in that way where he gets stronger as the fight goes on, not the opposite. So just tough, man. Because I know Keith. This was a fight of great competition. This was the fight that Keith needed. This was literally the fight that Keith Thurman needed, in my opinion. You know, and I think that would have got him that Bud fight or that Earl's fight. Even though I told you I was gonna kill Bud and Earl if they sat up there and fought the man, but it don't change the fact that if Keith would have got this fight, it would have put him in position for that. And I'm pretty sure that one of them would have took that fight. No matter how I feel, what I think, and all that, yeah, I would have killed them for it for going against their word. Yeah, y'all already know we give it up. We very consistent over here. Nobody get no passes. But it wouldn't have changed that. That's what Keith would have been trying to do and what he's trying to do in his career. And I can't knock Keith for wanting to fight Earl Spence and Bud at this point of their career. You got to remember, y'all, all of them are around the same age. Earl's the youngest, but Bud and Keith are the same age. You know what I mean? So, like, I understand why Keith Thurman was trying to, you know, I seen the play. I seen what he was trying to do. He wanted to fight timtszyu, and then he probably was going to try to call out Terrence Crawford or somebody like that and actually get the fight. But it might be over for Keith, man. I hope this is not the last time we see Keith Thurman. I hope this is not the last time that he's in the ring. I mean, Keith Thurman's personality is much needed in boxing. He's entertaining inside the ring and outside of the ring, and that's important. He promotes himself. He does the things that we ask boxers to do to get their notoriety out there that they choose not to do, and then wonder why they weren't where a Keith Thurman was at. He didn't do nothing so special. He just was exciting. He was fighting, and he knew how to run his mouth. And when you put all those things together and people actually believe in your skill, then there you go. You get one Tom Thurman. And then he's fought some of the best. Got to get a man the credit. He didn't fight the two people that we wanted him to see him fight, but he's fought everybody else. And that's the main thing. And then timtszyu ain't no slouch. Having timtszyu at 35 on your resume. Well, timtszyu would have been a lot much younger then, so I ain't even gonna make that comparison. But I'm saying having timtszyu at where timtszyu is at in his career right now, that's another accolade to have if you 35, especially. This might have been Keith Thurman's best win. Besides Sean Porter, this might have been his best win. And to do it at 35 years old, he definitely was going to get an Earl Spence fight or a Bud Crawford fight. And now I just think that's not going to happen. And it could, y'all. I'm holding out for hope for Keith that, you know, maybe he be injured, he be on the IL, and then he comes back and fights one of them. Like he goes straight for Earl Spence or Bud Crawford from the door. He don't got time to waste. And I could see that happening once one of them get their fights out the way and things like that. So I just know that I know he hurting, man. I know he hurting. I know he frustrated. I know he upset. So, man, just y'all go show Keith Thurman some support, man. Go to his Instagram page, man. Just tell him, you know, we here for you. Chant boxing ain't going nowhere. But it's hard to tell that man that's been out the ring for as long as he's been out the ring. And it's sad, man, because, you know, that's an honor to start the Amazon Prime thing out. to be headlining the pay-per-view. I know that was an honor. Keith knew he was about to get that bag too. You feel what I'm saying? Because I was definitely going to support. And I know a lot of people was going to support because that card's so stacked. See, if you ain't got big names on the card, but you got big names, big names is superstars. But if you got stars, Keith Thurman, timtszyu, Rolly, Issa Cruz, Editors Lanley, Laura, people like that people know and they ears perk up when they hear those names. Yeah, this fight card was gonna be lit, and I'm still gonna purchase because Sebastian Fedor and timtszyu is a fight we wanted to see also. So it's not like they're giving us something that we didn't want to see. Actually, there's a lot of people that think Sebastian Fedor could beat timtszyu. This is a very intriguing fight. So they did a very good job with the replacement. I'm just sad at what happened to Keith, man. So y'all know what this is, man. Dean, by any means. And I'll holla at y'all.